Imagine this. You're on the bridge of a massive oil tanker, a floating behemoth worth over $200 million, peacefully sailing through the Arabian Sea. The sun is setting, casting a golden glow on the calm waters. Suddenly, the sky splits open. A missile, screaming through the air, slams into your vessel. Panic erupts. This isn't a scene from a Hollywood blockbuster. This was the terrifying reality for the crew of the motor tanker Campo Square. And the culprit? A drone strike believed to be launched by Iran. What happened next is a story of incredible luck, advanced technology, and escalating geopolitical tensions that could change everything. On February 10, 2023, the Campo Square, a Liberian-flagged tanker linked to a prominent Israeli billionaire, was navigating international waters. Out of nowhere, an unmanned aerial vehicle, a drone, targeted the ship. The impact caused damage, but miraculously, there were no casualties among the crew. The ship was able to continue its journey, but the incident sent shockwaves across the globe. Why would Iran target a commercial vessel? And what does this mean for the safety of one of the world's most critical shipping lanes? To understand this attack, we need to look at the bigger picture. This wasn't an isolated event. It's part of a shadowy, undeclared naval war that has been simmering for years between Iran and Israel. It's a tit-for-tat conflict fought in the vast expanse of the ocean, where deniability is key. For years, ships with ties to either nation have been mysteriously attacked, bombed, or hijacked. Israel has been accused of targeting Iranian ships carrying oil or weapons to Syria, while Iran has been blamed for a series of attacks on Israeli-linked commercial vessels. It's a dangerous game of chess played with billion-dollar assets and human lives. The weapon of choice in this latest attack was likely an Iranian Shahed 136 drone. You've probably heard of these before. They're the same type of suicide drone that Russia has been extensively using in Ukraine. These drones are relatively cheap to produce, yet they can carry a significant explosive payload. They are designed to be a one-way weapon. They fly to their target, guided by GPS, and detonate on impact. For Iran, they are the perfect tool for this shadow war. They're difficult to attribute definitively, allowing the Iranian government to maintain a level of plausible deniability while still sending a powerful message. So why the Campo Square? The vessel is managed by Zodiac Maritime, a company controlled by Israeli shipping magnate Eyal Ofer. This link, however tenuous, was likely enough to make it a target for Iran. It's a form of retribution, a way for Iran to hit back at Israeli interests without triggering an all-out war. Each attack is a carefully calculated move, designed to inflict economic pain and project power, while staying just below the threshold of a major military confrontation. It's a high-stakes strategy that keeps the entire region on a knife's edge. The United States was quick to condemn the attack. A Pentagon spokesperson pointed the finger directly at Iran, highlighting the event as another example of Tehran's destabilizing activity in the region. The U.S. military has a massive presence in the Middle East, with its Fifth Fleet based in nearby Bahrain. Their mission is to ensure the freedom of navigation and the free flow of commerce through vital choke points like the Strait of Hormuz, through which a third of the world's seaborne oil passes. An attack on a commercial ship, regardless of its flag or owner, is seen as a direct threat to this mission and to global economic stability. But what could the U.S. actually do? This is where things get complicated. A direct military strike on Iran in retaliation for an attack on a Liberian-flagged Israeli-linked ship could ignite a massive regional conflict. It's a Pandora's box that Washington is hesitant to open. Instead, the response is often a combination of diplomatic pressure, economic sanctions, and increased military patrols. The U.S. and its allies will increase surveillance, escort more vessels, and share intelligence to try and prevent future attacks. It's a constant low-level conflict of cat and mouse, played out across thousands of square miles of ocean. Let's think about the crew on board the Campo Square. They're from various countries: India, Romania, the Philippines, Turkey, just ordinary seafarers trying to earn a living. They are the unsung and often unseen victims in these geopolitical games. For them, a political dispute between nations thousands of miles away suddenly becomes a life-or-death situation. The psychological toll of sailing through these waters, knowing you could be the next target, is immense. It's a testament to their courage and professionalism that they managed the situation, prevented further disaster like an oil spill, and brought the ship safely to port. The economic implications are also huge. The Arabian Sea and the Persian Gulf are not just bodies of water. They are the arteries of the global economy. Any disruption or even the threat of disruption can cause oil prices to spike and insurance premiums for shipping companies to skyrocket. These costs are eventually passed down to consumers everywhere. So an attack on a single tanker can have a ripple effect that is felt at gas pumps and in grocery stores around the world. This is why nations like the US, China, and European countries have a vested interest in maintaining stability in the region, even if it means navigating complex and often hostile political landscapes. So what's the endgame here? This shadow war is unlikely to end anytime soon. It's deeply intertwined with the broader conflict between Iran and the West, particularly over Iran's nuclear program. As long as tensions remain high, commercial shipping will remain a potential battleground. Iran uses these attacks to show that it can disrupt global trade at will, giving it leverage in negotiations. Israel, on the other hand, will continue its own covert operations to thwart Iran's ambitions. The cycle of attack and retaliation will likely continue. What's truly fascinating and terrifying is the technology involved. We're moving away from traditional naval warfare with large battleships and entering an era of asymmetric conflict. Drones, sea mines, cyber attacks, these are the new weapons. They are cheaper, harder to detect, and their use can be more easily denied. This incident with the Campo Square is a perfect example. A relatively inexpensive drone caused damage to a $200 million asset and created an international incident. It's a wake-up call for navies and shipping companies worldwide. They must adapt, developing new technologies and tactics to defend against these evolving threats. This includes better radar, electronic jamming systems, and even onboard defensive weapons. Looking ahead, the situation remains incredibly volatile. The attack on the Campo Square was a clear signal from Iran. It was a message of defiance and a demonstration of capability. While this particular strike didn't result in a catastrophe, the next one could. What if a missile hits a fully laden supertanker, causing a massive explosion and an environmental disaster? What if crew members are killed? The line between a shadow war and a hot war is dangerously thin. Each incident brings the region closer to a miscalculation that could have devastating consequences for everyone. The story of the Campo Square is more than just a news headline. It's a window into the future of modern conflict, a stark reminder of the fragility of our global supply chains, and a tribute to the sailors who navigate these dangerous waters every day. It shows how a political rivalry can spill over into the commercial world, turning an ordinary oil tanker into a pawn in a deadly international game. As we continue to follow events in the Middle East, remember the story of this ship. It highlights the hidden risks that underpin our globalized world, risks that are navigated daily by brave men and women far from home. Thank you for watching. It's a complex issue, and it's important we all stay informed about these global tensions that can affect us in unexpected ways. If you found this breakdown insightful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Let us know in the comments what you think about this shadow war at sea. Stay safe, and see you in the next video.